As much as wine has played the infidel and robbed me of my robes of honor, well, I wonder what the vendor buys when half so precious is the stuff he sells.
Right on. Rubaya, Omar Khayyam.
It's Omar. That's Omar, for sure. Samuel Johnson said that nothing so focuses a man's mind as to know that he's going to be hanged in 2 weeks. And although I didn't know it beforehand, I almost left this planet 2 months ago. And it's interesting. It does focus you. And it also changes your entire interior landscape. You wake up in the morning, and I used to see one thing, and now when I wake up in the morning, I see another. And all that's a prelude is to say, I'm so glad to be back here and alive.
They didn't hang you after all.
They're still thinking about it. The scent of a poem. Some nights, the heavens open up and love falls through the stars like crystal ice off pine and fir, rattles every post, the very posts and bolts of the little house in which my soul resides. And a poem jumps out and dances, rattles my sense of inadequacy and failure with a perfumed joy. And then a poem, just like this one, dances with me through the remainder of the night, and, if I'm lucky, dances with the sun in its arc across the sky. Snowflakes. Need a look at this first of all.
Would you like the stand to be up higher, or is it okay?
It's okay. I can see it. Thank you. I can see it. Snowflakes. I dreamed last night, down from the sky fell a strange song. Big snowflakes, 12 and 18 inches in diameter, spinning to the ground, perfect. Every detail of their design, perfect and soft. I held out my arms, laughed in that happy merry-go-round, alabaster beauty. I want that. Here, now. I want my awake life to ride white ponies and swans as they swirl in the song. On that merry-go-round, my grandma will not die when I need her the most. If the sky suddenly becomes only beauty and dancing, men with their hearts trapped in darkness will stop going to schools, theaters, markets, and killing. If we can ride the merry-go-round of the sky, love, once upon a time so tender and powerful, will not thin out over time, stretch, break, and be lost. Oh God, wake me up tomorrow morning to a sky full of ponies and swans, a land of happy people, dancing, forgiving, singing, hugging.
Wow.
The Queen of Hearts. The sun, still one fist above these sweet November hills, drops strings of pink and rose in the arms of the leafless trees. It is too much. I can only fit tiny bits of such beauty through the pinhole of my mind, which drives me crazy. I want it all. I want to grab it, grab all of it, and force it through the tiny aperture of my soul, drive it into the distant places of my heart where it will never be lost, never forgotten, for all the time it takes for time to run his race. And standing there in the wind and weeds of my frustration, I know again that is not the way things work on our brief few spins around the sun. And standing there, as I try to tie myself into a knot of despair, the queen who spins the atoms within the steeple of our breath speaks. You feel separate because you think separate. Wait a minute here. This is all my fault. I am the father of destruction. The way beauty lingers but a short breath while pain is ever faithful to the present. Fault? Beauty? Pain? That is the way you have been taught to name the streams of life that spring from your soul, that spring upon your soul. Listen, can't you hear? Every atom in the vast expanse of everything is singing. Listen. Open your mind and dump all your pain and loss. It is not real. Not as real as the music that blows from the top of that hill to the tip of the Milky Way. From that setting sun, ever singing, opens us wider than the borders created by our pain and loss. Takes us beyond to where the crystal music, ever there, persists. And I would like to end with a poem by one of my favorite poets in the world, Edna St. Vincent Millay. I mean, a woman so far ahead of her times. What she was doing in the 20s, people haven't even begun to do now. Thou famished grave, I will not fill thee yet. Roar though thou dost, I am too happy here. Gnaw thine own sides, fast on. I have no fear of thy dark project, but my heart is set on living. I have heroes to beget before I die. I will not come anear thy dismal jaws for many a splendid year. Till I be old, I aim not to be eat. I cannot starve thee out. I am thy prey, and thou shalt have me. But I dare defend that I can stave thee off. And I dare say, what with the life I lead, the force I spend, I'll be but bones and jewels on that day, and leave thee hungry even in the end.